So I'd like to take just a minute to show you the OSC tool that I created from one of the digital sideshow workshops called Everything's a Switch, Everything's a Button. You can download the actual project files for this and the other TouchDesigner OSC Open Sound Control workshops on the description, on the link on this description for this video, or from the website, thedigitalsideshow.com. And if you just find this learning path for sensors and OSC, there will be a zip file that you can download. Now I'm going to extract this zip file by right-clicking on it, extract all. Users, I'm going to just let it be the same place. I'll hit extract and it's going to extract right there. OSC sensors, solid. So I'm going to double click and open up that folder, and you'll see there's a folder in there, OSC sensors _ Touch Designer. Now there's OSC Touch Designer 1, 2, and Everything Workshop OSC tool. This is what I want to show you. So over here to the right, you'll see that I actually have my phone screen mirrored. Boom, sweet. I'm going to go ahead and just double click and open up this Touch Designer file and just kind of adjust the placement a little bit so I can get it working and going on well here. Let's just give it a minute. Yay! So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of drag this over now just so we can see both my phone screen and this tool. So this is just a little bit of an exercise tool that I made. It actually uses my computer mic. We can see, boom! Oh, sorry, that probably hurt your ears. My bad. I'm gonna have to adjust some of the text and font on this because I switched versions that I was working on, and I switched all the text over here, but not in here, which is why it looks like this weird, funny 70s text. It shouldn't look like that for you. So here we go. I want to actually, this is made to use oscHook with an Android phone. So over here on my Android, I'm going to go ahead and select oscHook. It will not work with the other stuff because of the way that I've actually worded things. So you'll see what's nice about this tool is it tells us what our computer IP is. So we don't have to go looking up the IP through like the settings or things like that. And it also allows you to enter an OSC port. Now to do this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and just click on this right here. And we'll see these menus. There's, on all of these different shapes, there are these secondary menus, like background setting. If we click on the shape one, shape, color, look, and they're the lower case of these menus. And for this one, I can just click the pulse to pop it out and just place it right there if I want to. There's instructions up here for a lot of this stuff. And I can actually set what I want my OSC port to be. So this I might say like 1050. Sweet. Now I'm going to go over here to my actual phone. I'm going to click on that little hamburger menu in the top right. And oops, let's go ahead and click on that again. Here we go. And IP port setup is the second one. Now 190, I need to get my IP set up and it matches my IP there. That's good. And now I need to set up the port to match this one. So I changed it to 1050 from 5000. So I'm going to go ahead and go to 1050 and hit OK. If you're confused, you might need to actually go and watch the previous tutorials to this one. Now, I want to go in here in the hamburger menu again, up top, and then go to OSC address setup. Make sure I have everything check marked. Good, solid, perfect. And now that that stuff matches, I can hit start on my phone, and you'll see my phone is actually getting the sensor data over here, but I'm also getting it over here. And the whole idea of making this tool, and I can go ahead and zoom this out a little bit, is it allows me to click on stuff and drag it. It also allows me right here, this X1. So right now there's like the speed, and I'm getting up to maybe like 13 or 14, but if I take that to like X up to 1,000, it gets into the 800s on here. So right here, this allows me to do times up to up to 100 times. That's, if we look closer, that is 100.0. Man, I'm going to fix that font for y'all. It looks so ugly. All right, I'm going to take that speed back to 1. Now, the whole idea about this tool is that it lets me go ahead, it lets me actually take and grab these numbers and put it into things for this sphere. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on shape right here. And we can see I have things like what shape do I want it to be? Sphere, box, circle, donut. And I can like mess with it here with these settings, or I can mess with it here with these settings, or all of these settings can be messed with. So I might want to do something like position X and Y based on, let's say, the rotation here. So position X at 0, I can grab this rotation number, because when I hover over it turns green, grab and just pull it and drop it on X, and you'll see now the rotation is based on how I rotate my phone. Now I can do the same thing with the Y for position Y. Chop reference is what I'm using, so now as I move my phone around, I've got this thing moving around. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll do something like, let's see, the proximity. Great, I have proximity down here. Let's go into effects on this circle here. And there's this thing called blobby amount. Blobby amount's a pretty cool thing. Actually, let's take this mic back down. How about instead of proximity, we do it for the microphone. So the mic's at 0%. I'll click that and I'll put that. So I'll click and drag that and put that into blobby amount and chop reference. Now we're seeing not very much happening, so let's go ahead and bring that times, boom. Oh yeah, like times 91. Oh, so now it's being weird based on that. Ooh, my phone just made sounds. Weird. So I can move it around based on my phone and start. I can also click on background. You'll see I have like background settings, so like color and hue. Maybe I'll let's say I'll take my speed and I'll put the color hue change based on the speed of my phone. So the more I move my phone, let's go ahead and up that a lot, the background color changes. Oh yeah. So that movement really gets it crazy. Oh, be careful, y'all, if you all have problems with having seizures or are annoyed by voices. So this is just a little tool that I made to experiment with dragging numbers and dragging things and using sensors in certain ways. I'm just going to hit P on my keyboard to get rid of those parameters so I can see this a little better. I'm such a nerd, I love it. Okay, so I just wanted to show how to use this a little bit. In case you want to mess around and just have some fun using this tool. It's automatically set up to use oscHook, which it works on Android apps. I might try to make one that uses the Zig Sim, but that's if I have time. And I've got a lot of work to do. All right, you all have a great one. Have fun, mess around. Peace.